Hello friends, my name is Chinmay Deshpande. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about a topic from energy control. The name of a topic is capacity interchange. Let's have a discussion about types of interchange which is to be there during interchanging of a power. First one is a capacity interchange. The meaning is nothing but to meet the peak load in the one area. Second one is diversity interchange, that is peak load at different time blocks in the neighboring area. In this video session, we will discuss in detail about capacity interchange only, but the remaining interchange I will just discuss here, but in detail discussion will be there in a different video sessions. Energy banking, deposited in the bank and withdrawn when it is needed. Emergency power interchange, that is series of a generation fails. Inadvertent power exchanges, which is used during a severe fuel shortage situation to pay back error in automatic generation control, leads to accumulation in the energy. And last point is a power pool, that is single agreement that joins all the systems. Now let's have a discussion about capacity interchange. I'll give you some kind of analogy for this. Basically, here we will consider one example. There is a transaction between two persons when the money is needed. So let's see, this is the James and other is a John. Now James wants rupees 10,000 for some medical emergency. He has no money currently and we can say this is his peak demand. Emergency, it is required. No, I don't have any 10,000 rupees, so I want it, so I can take it from my friend. So like that, the James asks rupees 10,000 to the John. Now to the John, with respect to John, this John has rupees 10,000 with him. Besides his daily expenses or whatever monthly expenses, he has some kind of saving. And as both are good friends, so John said that it's okay, I'll give you rupees 10,000 because I have a surplus amount of money with me. Definitely I'll give it to you. So in his fixed deposit, he has 10,000 rupees. John has a 10,000 rupees and he is ready to give it to the James. Now, whatever kind of transaction which is there in between these two, John has given rupees, now here not 1,000, it is 10,000 to the James, as John has a surplus amount with him after fulfilling his monthly regular unavoidable expenses. And after few days, when James received some 10,000 rupees and when he got his salary, then what he did? He just shifted it back. He just gave the money to the John. After a few days, the James returned it back 10,000 rupees to the John. So this is a simple transaction which takes place in between James and John. But please remember, there is a one important condition. John should have more amount of money, or we can say surplus amount with him whenever his daily expenses, monthly expenses are over. Then only such kind of transaction will take place. Now please try to apply this analogy to utility systems. Suppose James is the utility A, John is the utility B. Utility A wants some kind of a power from utility B. There has some transaction in between them because these two are friends. So such kind of transaction will be there in between utility A and utility B. Now utility B have a surplus power, excluding whatever peak load demand will be. So John, or we can say utility B, is ready to give the money, or here we can say power, to the utility A. Such kind of transaction is nothing but what? It is capacity interchange. Why it is called as capacity interchange? Whether other utility should have a capacity to provide surplus power whenever the demanded utility reach to its peak demand. So let's discuss in detail. The requirement of the power or demand of the power increases day by day. Every utility keeps on adding new generation capacity to meet ever increasing demand of the customer. Now in general we know the power generation of any utility system, it should be equal to a power demand, or we can say the predicted peak load. plus reserve to cover the unit outage. That already we have gone through. Surplus energy will be equal to what? Pg minus Pd plus PL. It should have some surplus amount of a power, then only it will be able to give it to other. In electricity networks, the operating reserves is the generating capacity which is available to the system operator within a short interval of a time to meet the demand in case a generator goes down or there is another kind of disruption to the supply. In order to cover these power outages, the total generation of the power system should be equal to the available capacity of all units in order to meet the predicted peak load plus spinning reserve. The spinning reserve is basically extra generating capacity of that area that is available by increasing the power output of the generators that are already connected in the power system. But it is not possible always at all times to add new generation capacity due to variety of reasons. We know it is very difficult to purchase the land or acquire the land. Then we need to purchase some kind of equipment which is required for a generation. So there are a few financial constraints. There might be some kind of delay in the procurement of the equipment. There will be delay in the construction. So is it possible to wait till the construction of other generating station is over? No, it's not possible. So instead of going to erect the new generation capacity, is it possible to buy the power from other unit or other utility which is connected with that utility? Is it possible? So such kind of interchange will come under a capacity interchange. Now under such circumstances, the utility may enter into a capacity interchange agreement with the neighboring system. The primary condition for the neighboring system is that, please remember, this is very important, it should have a surplus capacity beyond what it needs to supply its own peak load and maintain its own reserves. If you go through the example, whatever I discussed earlier, James and John. John should have more 10,000 rupees besides of whatever his daily expenses or monthly expenses, some medical emergencies, some kind of emergencies. So if the John have more 10,000 rupees, then only that the John will be able to provide 10,000 rupees to the James. So this is the primary condition in a capacity interchange. In a selling capacity, the system that has a surplus capacity, please remember this word is important, surplus capacity has to agree to cover the reserve needs of other system. This may require running an extra unit during certain hours, which represents the cost of a selling system. Now what is the advantage of such kind of interchange? The advantage of such an agreement is that when surplus power is available in a one unit, it can be transferred to the neighboring system, and whenever there is a less power, then it can be purchased from a neighboring system. Thank you for watching this video.